Right now, our political director and Washington bureau chief Rick Klein is here with the latest polling in what has been a tight race from the very beginning, Rick.
Yeah, good morning, Robin. A tight and relatively stable race. Our latest poll with Ipsos shows a 3-point lead for Kamala Harris over Donald Trump. And if that looks familiar, this is what our first poll back in August, when Kamala Harris first got in the race, looked like: an identical 3-point race. Nothing has seemed to shake this campaign. But zooming in on the battleground states, our 538 polling average tells a little bit of a different story. Harris, with the slightest of leads in Michigan and Wisconsin, up by a single point in the polling averages. Trump up very narrowly, inside a percentage point in North Carolina, Georgia, Nevada, a little bit more in Arizona, but all of this well within a margin of error. Pennsylvania, just about a tie. 0.2 of a percentage point separate the candidates in what's basically the must-win state for both candidates.
So walk us through, Rick, what each candidate needs to do to win.
Yeah, so this is our what-if scenarios. We're assuming that the blue states say blue and the red states say red. The easiest way for Harris to capture the presidency, she takes Michigan, Wisconsin, and then Pennsylvania. That's 270 electoral votes exactly. That's exactly the number that she would need. On the other hand, Donald Trump has some paths that run through the Sun Belt. If he's able to end up winning in Nevada and Arizona out west, then he can just hold Georgia and North Carolina in the South. He puts him just one state away. The biggest target, again, Pennsylvania. That's the one that is most likely to determine the presidency.
And Rick, what do we expect in terms of how states will report the results?
Yeah, Michael, some 82 million Americans have already voted early. That's a wild number, and it's roughly half the total expected vote of the day. And all those votes are going to take a really long time to count. Every state does it a little bit differently. Georgia and North Carolina, the officials there tell us most of the votes are going to be in quickly. Polls in those states close early. We could have winners in both before midnight, unless it's very close. Michigan, they've changed their law there to speed up the process. That could roll in tonight as well. Most of the votes should be counted in Wisconsin by the wee hours of the morning. But if the election comes down to Nevada or Arizona, officials tell us counting all those mail ballots will take days, if not a week or more. And it's very plausible. Back to Pennsylvania, the state we're waiting to clinch on right there. Officials there weren't allowed to even open the 1.7 million early votes until this morning. Big urban areas like Philadelphia say they're going to count all through the night, and it will be a very late one at that, guys.